Okay, yes, so anyway, all sports GHL YouTube. Once again, we say thank you very much. Now, after watching the Chelsea game again, particular about how Chelsea are going to fare after the Club World Cup. After beating Paris Saint-Germain by 3-0. Trying the Chelsea team. And now it's very important that we watch the Chelsea Leverkusen game. But Chelsea ni AC Milan. They will know the kind of team Chelsea Eddie last season against Crystal Palace for the very first game. Now for Obabo West Ham, now Fulham, net twa so sa. Inti never say yet Chelsea game no one can then we know what to do with regard to how we are going to analyze the team. Well, my stories be brave so why I was saying no what but again allow let's have a conversation about this Chelsea team na yɛhwɛ and then na me share Chelsea team one kasa when they start the game na mama pen na yenye some few illustrations be na table no so kakra na Ghana for nye bin share. So let's assume this is Leverkusen this is Chelsea and I already for demonstrating sake again Chelsea won by 2-0 if you don't watch the game and then Chelsea line up Esesa kakra Malo goes to Enegina right back. And a ball Marco Kurela on the left back. 4 and 5 for no Oman Josh Echampon and a Trevor Chaluba and a ball 4 and 5. And a ball Moises Caicedo and Andrew Santos as the pivot, double pivot. Na Odiko Palmer Ejina 10. Na interestingly Omar Tariq George Ejina de Ghana Bekano number 11 no na Ulen Extevao so Ejina ha and Liam Delap and so Ejina ha. Inti Chelsea lined up in a more of a 4-2-3-1. But if you have watched our analysis, anytime we are analysis about the Chelsea team, catch say we set up again by Leverkusen for education sake, or more set it up in a more of a 3-4-3. Ten Hag a team into Pierre Nkaipe and a board Jonathan Ta and Jaro Kwanzaa back three. You understand? So, but for education's sake, let's concentrate on the Chelsea team. Now, you're ready. Inti yakasa Chelsea set up in a 4-2-3-1. So Chelsea got a ball no more build up. Ayana a task. Now last season, you will set Chelsea build up no. Na MPMP 3-2-5. Now during the Club World Cup, we saw lots of changes kakra. Probably because of the opponents at Chelsea, they start the Club World Cup. Not only 3-2-5 club, and 3-1-6 because not 2-1-5, Chelsea no more quality so making me beat you easily. So easily, I mean now they've pushed them aside no more about 3-1-6. And then Chelsea 4 years now. Because the last time I catch Chelsea 4 almost build up and the money here for say you don't know who will invest and who will stay in this game. Shadie near Monkomo. Chelsea and a build up. They are doing build up in their normal shape 3-2-5. Let's see whether they are going to do that. Inti Tariq George ebe move akọ wings wo. Na Tariq George when him say and now Jafo so akora ketekete de ade abobo na so yare ana. Tariq George ebe move na wa occupy the wide space. Inti Tariq George eba ha. Esan Tariq George ayobia. What did it back in between lines ha? You will not get the best out of him. What I say because Hano and I say close spaces. Inti answer no benya ball nipa be 3 bi say ejina ho nchen. Inti say enya player bia na otimi ball inside and you need extremely in fact you need good quality to play inside. Inti wingers don't want nice answer wingers no. Bebrenado edimika na ball they use speed. Inti they want the space and be attacking. Inti normally coaches ne prefer say wingers ni nyina ha. Because any winger be again make say enya winger be betimi abo inside. But don't do na no. E sense o G ball o person the ball no etu me kenti no. E ya coaches me prefer so munjina ha. What I say? Nti Tarek George here, William Extevao Messinho, and so Ebaha, no so ababe occupy weights no. Snatcher say weight were sorted out. Now watch this. Leon Delap and so goes inside. Obabe Jina the number 9 no. Cole Palmer and so Ebeba. Now, say Charles a move no. This is Andre Santos or no so or move by this space. Moises Caicedo be move about this space. Now back four, you watch the back four movement because back four no. I told you I won't say in case Samalo goes to Baha, but in this game, Oma Marco Curella boom and so a event Basi. But what I say, so instead of Chelsea doing the 3-2-5, Chelsea build up and rather became 3-1-2-1-3. Inti midfield no na afi Chelsea ababenya say. So this was the Chelsea in possession midfield. So Santos here, Santos, Caicedo, na Makuku, na Palmer. Patch what I say. Sintina baby see. Then Messinho here or Estevao here, Delap, and Tarek George. So the back train, after Chelsea Ekutabola, na Babe 3 goes to Ebe Remeni alongside Josh Champo and Travel Chaloba. Inti Chelsea Ebe starts in a 4-2-3-1, but say no, Adane saying 3. But I can 3-4-3 and I say 3 diamond 3 because Hano midfield wine a diamond and Marco Curella. You see, because of Sar skill waiting and me pay Marco Curella. So because left back out me bo inside Bebreni, the new behind it me. And to Chelsea attacking Beberia and once a Marco Curella aba beka angle way home. Na Kopama so swakwa ha. But what I say? Na Andre Santos aba be jino mwechi. Na Hanaba be 5. That is when they've moved from. This is the first phase of build-up, second phase of build-up, AMFIFI, or third phase, and the last end. It is a Chelsea to me do the last phase. Now, for anyone about 5. Now, ideally, Chelsea bought team they had game panel. Inka Obama Andre Santos about Gina no Abeka Caicedo, but this son say, or you're strong in it, no man be move say. Inti the first phase build-up, no, on build up in the normal 4-2-3-1. But once they get here, now Ababe this 3 diamond 3. See game no kone anymore. We drew the last phase and we catch us Kopama. Ebe call the right half space. Marco Curella beko ha. Then Moises, Andre Santos and so H na ha. Patrick, what you see? Now movement. And next I was here. There were so many passes between Kopama and William Extevao. My brother played very well. But Chelsea at the 5 place now attack here. Or when now spaces because Kuku say Tarek George kati ina Kuku fa Nichiaba befa angle nti Tarek George the pass na sha na Kuku akwa because Tarek George and Pempi so we game no or kati ina or ye cross back be or ye cross ma Leon Delap. Instead one say what kati in or ye cross a Leon Delap ni no one so afa ha no abekwa connect or ye mistakes be Delap could have scored so many goals. What I say? And see, Tarek George in the position, we like next of our so Jibola. And also is looking at ways to cut in into or you sue the movements of Kopama. Na Abuano no with me space no about cutting on also so abo shot and so ediashe. It's clearly ultimu say changes kakra and a buy and again players the beyond no quality. Into Osha players quality or more, I want to be determined say, and the system no may tweak in a kakra, but the base of the system, how Chelsea builds up, how they do their normal movements and so but quality. Let me give you one example. Say a Pedro Neto Nebaha. Pedro Neto or Jibola all move inside the say answer across because I left. It's on no back bar line also in the about altar and how they move. Me ba twa say enti player bia ne se ne obesi abono enti you share the strength of the players then never match Chelsea and how they are going to do their style because there are games that Marco Kurela o invent a man fi has say and one so ma wing na ba inside no no mo akọ bar line so but just akọ bar line so anya 5 na ya san so nya the same 5 into kuku Tarek Bejina kuku abaha difficult situation kuku beko bar line or Tarek aba ni nyina nye the same thing say ha e that Chelsea pese o yusu hani bebre no say kai will next let's create a scenario say Chelsea bobo opponent Chelsea pese o used to have bebre na Rich James na ebo ha and one say o ka kire Extava say Extava o be move inside na Rich James e move abaha then the left back won't run left back and move go inside about the center back na sounds how by say 3 no anyone I say 5 no but in this case Rich James and now say Malo goes to any move ebe can 5 no wo anim ho but the other one e kuku the move here inti ni nyina no ensesa the 3-2-5 doesn't change but the players their movements their position changes but I hope say what's here inti strength no ayana e depending near many be brenda I think say well labor fun is and Chelsea a pass the ball 633 times Leverkusen passed the ball 275 times I think say fair because Chelsea elbow ball but 24 shots they had 9 shots on target Leverkusen had 4 shots, only 2 of them. And then they on target. Chelsea had 4 corner kicks. Leverkusen had Chelsea had 7 corner kicks. Leverkusen had just 4. You can imagine. It's if we are supposed to go into details of the duels near their beche, but Chelsea 9 can ball. Mako 37. For the penalty box anymore. Leverkusen had only 4 touches in Chelsea's penalty box. It means the defense played well. Either by Leverkusen did not try that much or Chelsea were extremely good because in the second half, Chelsea started making alteration kakra. Joro had to come in the game. Joro had to be Marco Kurela edit free mo. Tosin Adarabi ayo and so be Trevor Chalobah. If Daru Sugu had to come in for Moises Caicedo, Pedro Neto had to also come in. Now on so make Palmer in frame. In the ever starting, Chelsea had to make 4 changes. Not your fan game no more. Game no cost one man Jamie Gaines. Jamie Gaines came here and he was also tormenting there. Because Jamie no or you'll be honest so a direct or far ball no ano. Or so the ball ni piano na fe or the ball no ko and Joao Pedro, Rich James, Aaron Asaminho, Samuel Raksachi, Genesis Entry. I mean, boys, but again, a lot of players we all know the situation of Nicholas Jackson. You know the situation of Nkunku. Chelsea, Chelsea, I what so one can so many more faith that into Chelsea, one more and we you free men. Chelsea had to move on with the players. No few say a bebo one and then we should set up at Chelsea for a year the kind of movements and changes are a year extra value. In the second half, coach the man be board ni 10 now open. Tene say Chelsea fans no one can now you would have to judge him. Who the same, who the performance the same. It's as say and when you chance abo ball now pese obono. What I say. Inti a year answer. A year answer. Me say niman bebre and one ekoso coaches no. I start say kasa. Inti congratulations. The trophy is so glad the embassy but the most important thing was the game say Ben Chilwell, Raheem Sterling, Asal Disasi, Renato Vieira, Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea. A show I catch almost say they need to leave the team because clearly Omon cat team Enzo Maresca me also interview saying the priority a new center back or shall say we'll see what will happen in the markets. Nature say coach that confirms so or per center back at all. We'll have another conversation about that. When person may hear a short one. May banner me the stories like I said Eddie bro. Yakopo onka wonu shall be brave.